Hey there, it's Tash. You might not remember me because it has been, a month since I last made a video. Um, but you didn't miss out on much because I read 0 books in the month of March. So, we can just pretend March just never happened. Today I am here to do the animal book tag, which I was tagged to do by Erica from The Perks of Books. She's lovely and I will link her down below. She tagged me to do this, not too long ago, just 5 months maybe. So yeah, I'm doing it, and I should probably mention that the tag was created by Miranda Reeds, and I will link her down below also. I'm gonna try to mention some different books this time, and when I say try, I mean I failed and did not do that, but the intent was there. So let's get on with it. So question 1 is an animal that only comes up for air, the whale. What is a book you only put down if you had to? And for this, I picked The Girls by Emma Cline, and I'm pretty sure I read this in one sitting. I think I read it the night before I had an assignment due. It was just fast-paced, interesting, thrilling, mysterious, and it helped that I absolutely loved the writing style. So yeah, question 2. Beautiful but scary, The Lion. What is a great book that intimidated you at first? And for this, I picked Existentialism is a Humanism by Sartre, because philosophy can sometimes be very dense and not fun to read. But it was really easy to understand. It was really simplified and really to the point. And so yeah, it was actually really quite a quick, easy read. So 3. Every kid's favourite, The Goldfish. What is your favourite children's book or favourite book as a child? And I'm going to mention someone I have mentioned a lot. So I'm gonna show this and then I'm gonna put it down. 4. I've got a big head and little arms, The T-Rex. What is a book that is strong in some areas and weak in others? And for this, I picked Bird Box. I think I also read this in one sitting, and it was just very suspenseful, very thrilling, very exciting. So for the most part, I was having a ball with it, but I think it really fell apart at the end, where it tried too hard to give a satisfying ending, and I feel like the pace was really incongruous with the rest of the book, which was kind of slower and more drawn out. I feel like too much happened at the end, when really I think it would have been fine if he left a lot of stuff more open-ended. You gotta keep that Lovecraftian mist shrouding the truth. 5. Spider. Nope, 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 nope. A book that you have no intention of going anywhere near. I will give a lot of things a try and I will read a lot of things, not because I am open-minded, God forbid I ever become open-minded, but purely because I am weak and I like to join in the hype, or I like to spite read. I have spite read many a book to justify my hatred of it. And so for this, I am picking any future books by Cassandra Clare. I have read The Infernal Devices and The Mortal Instruments, except for maybe like the last 2 books. I owned all of them too. So that's what, like 10-ish books. So I think I gave her a fair go. I gave away all my Cassandra Clare books, and I feel like it was really symbolic of me moving forward with my life and not reading any more Cassandra Clare books. 6. The Animal That Repeats Others, The Mockingbird. What is your favourite adaptation or retelling? And I don't really read adaptations or retellings, but for this I picked Zong! And Zong originally was a ship, and tragically one day on this ship the crew and, you know, like the captain and everything, threw 150 Africans overboard and tried to claim compensation and insurance money from them because they were viewed as cargo. And this takes one of the documents from the legal proceeding and cuts it up and appropriates it and retells the story to try and show the grief and the anger and the perspectives of the people who got thrown overboard. It's just beautiful. It's really creative with its format. It's just wonderful, and you should all read it. 7. The Laughing Hyena, a book that kept you laughing. And I don't really read comedy books, but for this I picked the Scum Manifesto. And if you are unfamiliar with the Scum Manifesto, basically it is a manifesto about why women should rise up and take out all the men, and it kind of gives ways to do that, why we should do that. It's just, I can't even convey how wild that manifesto is. No one's quite sure if she's being satirical or if she actually means what she's writing, which makes it even wilder in my opinion, because there are some things that have proper like basis and some things that are just up in the air, wild. She can craft an insult like no one else. It's a bit crude. There's lots of like, you know, transphobia and homophobia, but it's just wild. 8. Momma Bear, a book with a fierce female character. And for this I picked Lyra from his Dark Materials, because I feel like Lyra was a very complex, well-written character. Sometimes she was insufferable and annoying, but you know, well-written characters are, and people are. Yeah, so she had a lot of her own agency, and she was fierce. 9. The Horrible Hateful Cat, a book you despise. And I despise Tender Buttons by Gertrude Stein. I am very split in regards to the modernist movement. There are a couple of authors that I love, and then some that I loathe, like Gertrude Stein. I think it's poetry. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I will give you a taste of her poetry if you do not know. So this is titled Cold Climate. A season in yellow, sold extra strings, makes lying places. What does that mean? I don't know. I feel like it is a comment and a reflection on form and what is poetry really. And I think that's a terrible, awful reason to write, and I will not accept it as legitimate writing. 10. A Man's Best Friend, The Dog, a book by someone you know. And this is a wild question because it assumes that I have connections that I do not have. I think I might leave this blank. So now it has come to the time where I tag people, and I think I will tag Lucy Rutherford. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. And I think I will also tag Row Books and Chapter Barbara. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.